I had to come live and share this. It's an email from PennyMac, which is a mortgage company. And it says, your PennyMac loan has been paid in full. And of course, it has my seller's name, Zeb. Shout out Zeb. And that means that you guys, that we officially completed the exact type of deal that we are constantly sharing how to do in our coaching community. And that is being able to buy real estate without banks, being able to get 3 big paydays, again, without having to go to the banks. And we helped a seller, and then we helped a lease option tenant buyer. So I'm going to break it down for you. So again, just saw this. It says your loan has been paid. And the story is, it was 2020. And if you all remember, we decided that we were going to run sponsored ads starting on Facebook. And I think it was like February of 2020. So we started that whole process. And then lo and behold, March 12th hits and the world shuts down. My husband comes home from the dealership. And we're like super nervous. We're like, do we stop running ads? Like, what do we do? And our mentor at the time said, don't stop. Like, now's the time to really think about taking this full time. Like, you could really build some momentum here. So we did. And this deal, seller Zeb and his family, was the very first deal that we closed in 2020, running our sponsored ads, like taking this real estate investing business full time. So let me take you back there real quick because, guys, this is crazy. It was closing day in June of 2020, and my husband, Joe, had just gone into the hospital because he had a collapsed lung. So he went in to get like a CT scan. He has Crohn's disease, thought his stomach was acting up, and they end up finding out that he actually had a collapsed lung. So he has to go literally to the hospital. And in New York, everything was like super shut down. And we're like, well, we can't postpone closing. Like, these sellers are literally packing their lives up. Their kids are moving to North Carolina. So I remember I had to kind of coordinate, like, doing it safely here back in, it was June of 2020, New York, Mass, the whole thing. And I have my parents, my dad and my stepmother, meet me at a park so they could like hang out with the kids outside, like social distancing. I go to the attorney's office, take some photos with the sellers, like thank the attorney, and then I take the paperwork up to the hospital where Joe is recovering, right? And literally that day, believe it or not, it was like the governor or whomever was like, at noon, 12 o'clock, they're like, you can have visitors up at the hospital. Up until that point, nobody could go in or out and like visit people in the hospital because of COVID. So I get all the paperwork. I go stand in line at like 11:55, and at noon they let us in. Wild. So I take the paperwork upstairs. Joe FaceTimes with the attorney to sign the papers. And I just remember being like so scared of COVID, being nervous about like taking this business full time, like worried about my dad and the kids and all the things. And it just goes to show you can do really hard things, because that was a wild time. And I just remember being like, what on earth, right? Like, who could have pictured all of that? So anyway, we give the seller, I think he had about, it was like $5,000 or $7,000 down. That's all. He just needed a little bit of moving money to get from New York to North Carolina. He was a pastor. They were like relocating. So happy for them. He just wanted like the easy button. He wanted to just sell as it was, like not worry about realtors showing all the things. They even left their Chromebooks behind. So I remember taking the laptops to the school on behalf of his kids because they were kind of like in a rush to get out. We did a little tiny clean out, and then we listed it as a lease option tenant buyer situation. Found somebody that was really interested in it, and they signed all that paperwork. I think it was like 18,000 for the non-refundable. And so that was like August. So it was like only took like a month to find our buyer, our rent to own buyer. Shout out Ivan. And then Ivan has been, working toward getting his credit and all the things ready and situated to purchase his property. And so now officially Ivan and Francisco, congratulations. They now have another property that they officially own. And while they were renting it, they were also accumulating a little extra. So we had that big payday of 18,000 upfront for the non-refundable. And then we also had 11,400 because they paid over every month. And they took care of maintenance, repairs. I never literally heard from them other than like, hey guys, we're ready to rock and roll and get this mortgage. And that is a true win-win-win. And it was like so awesome because we helped the seller Zeb, we helped the buyers now own the home. And then of course, Joe and I were able to make our big payday on this last transaction here, which we're doing a 1031. So So excited to see what we're going to buy, what properties will come through here. But I just got really jazzed up over that because I feel like there's a lot of fluff out there, lots of theory, lots of videos, and it's all well and good. And you should read the books and listen to the podcasts. But like, you need to do the thing. And I was so scared, guys. I was so scared to take over a seller's mortgage payment. I was so scared to get into the whole lease option thing because it was just different and I didn't understand it. But when I learned the method and I stuck to the system and I did exactly as our mentors told us, here we are, all these years later, and truly helping everybody. So now the mortgage is paid off from Zeb's name. He also, I think, has bought like 2 houses in between. So because we knew how to buy his house properly, did all the paperwork, we were able to help him get qualified for another mortgage without any problems. And now we've got new homeowners. And yes, we lost a door. It's sad, but we just helped all these people and now we're gonna go buy more doors. So don't listen to just anybody out there. Find the people that are actually doing the deals, that are walking the walk, not just talking the talk. And I can't wait to share this even more in our small group community. Today, we are going to be rocking out 1 p.m. Eastern. We go live with our clients in our community and they've got seller calls they're going to be bringing and getting some deals together like this because this was 6 years ago in June. So just think like how quickly 6 years has just gone by. Like if you buy a property today, what could the next 6 years look like for you? So hope this inspires you. If you've got questions, you know where to find me. Reach out. Yeah, so awesome. And I hope you guys have a great day.